That's an empty wagon. Let's go get some more. Hey folks, how we doing? It's Saturday morning. I think it's the 14th, 15th of July, somewhere on there. So we're finishing up the last of this oak that J&M Tree Services dropped off for me. And they were already asking me if I'm ready for more. I'm honestly not sure where I'm gonna put it. I'll figure something out. They keep dropping it off, I'll keep cutting it up. So yeah, let's go down and grab another load. We got a little bit more to split, and we're gonna call this job done. So let's get to it. See you in a bit. What you see here is, of course, pallets, duh. And then for 60 or 68 cents a piece, you can get these cement bricks, basically, and put those underneath your pallets just to get up off the ground. It lets the pallets last a little longer, and it also helps with air circulation. I mean, I know the pallets already is letting air in as well, but it really saves your pallets. These pine pallets, some of them are oak, most of them are pine. They don't last long at all. I mean, these were down there for probably a year, and you can already see the bottoms are starting to get punky and nasty. So I'll use those on here. I'll stack them up with, I'll put the, I'll put them underneath these pallets, the cement blocks, and get them out of the moisture and stuff. So that should help. I wasn't putting one in the middle. I am now, because if you look down through here, you'll see all the weight on these pallets. They actually bow in the middle, and they end up touching anyway. So I'm not unstacking all this wood and then restacking it again. So some of them they bowed in the middle and touching the ground, but it is what it is. I'm not redoing it. So live and learn. So yeah, that's all the wood. We're going to stack this load, and that's pretty much the last load down there. There's a few pieces that were weird. I need to recut with a chainsaw. And then, sorry guys, it's 100% humidity today, and it feels like it. But it won't add much to it. But I'm hoping these 2 pallets here will take this load of wood, and we'll be done. I'll show you the after product when I'm done here. And I'm going to get to work stacking. Okay, that's all she wrote for that. A couple little things I do. It's not the prettiest stacking of wood, it's not all even, but when you're getting tree service wood, it's not all the same length. Like, you're going to have pieces that don't, measure out to what you're cutting. You know what I mean? So you're going to have odds and ends left over. So that's why I throw those short pieces, those scraggly pieces, I throw them in the middle. When I was cutting 16-inch rounds, it would be 16, 16, 16 across the 4-foot pallet. But I don't do that anymore. I'm getting a bigger wood stove, so these odds and ends fit nicely in there. They'll dry fine. Also, what I do is when I get to the top, so I don't have weird points sticking out and no low spots, I'll stack a rick of wood right here in the middle. Kind of gives that middle part a little boost up, so the tarp is on top of that and the water sheds off nicely. You don't have too many pools. You still have some, but not as many as you would. Last thing if you saw me checking the stack, I was making sure it was sturdy, shaking it. And I'll show you down here, wherever it's at. There it is. There it is. There's one. That's a 4x4 right there. And I think there's another one here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. And it's 4 foot long or a little longer. And I'll either use a 4x4, an old one I have, or I'll, a round post that I don't use anymore, or a piece of tree branch that's long enough. I'll cut it 4 foot. Something as big as your forearm, a little bigger. And lay it across here the whole way, and then stack on top of it. Usually right about this height, about midway, about 2 foot up. Then I'll lay it across and stack on top of that. That seems to tie both of these ricks here together really tightly, and keeps it from shaking. So I haven't had a wood pile fall over in a long time since I started doing that. Of course, having the wood in the middle, I tend to, like, if I have a piece that's high like this, I'll put it towards the outside, that way it leans in a little bit. So if it does want to fall, it's going to fall inward and not go anywhere. So just a couple things that I do that seems to help. So you got your concrete blocks down there to keep your pallets better. You've got the short pieces in the middle. You've got the pieces on top to shed the water, and then I use those tie-ins to hold the 2 rows together nicely, and it seems to work really well. So that's it. We're done until the next round they start dropping off. I don't know when that'll be, hard to say, but I've got more than enough firewood, as you saw from the beginning, and it's all coming along nicely. So hey, thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye.